Welcome to the 4th issue of the Bronx Stampede.
We're here to bring you the most relevant news for your peers and make it known.
To start off, we have a story coming from Molly Lagaki reporting on our own state championship with We the People.
Sheridan High School's AP Government class takes part in a nationally recognized knowledge-based competition which addresses aspects of the U.S. Constitution. This year's group of We the People participants won the state competition and will be attending the national competition in Washington, D.C. in April. We asked some of the We the People participants and Mr. Emborg about their involvement. What is We the People?
We the People is an academic competition to which students are divided into 6 different units and ask questions related to the Constitution.
Why do you think students like to participate in We the People?
Well, I'm glad you said that. I think students understand that in any sort of competition, whether athletic or academic, there's a sense of greater purpose rather than just sitting in a class and just doing what you would deem as regular classwork.
What is your favorite thing you've learned through We the People?
I don't know. We've learned a lot about government and a lot about public speaking and a lot about essays too, because you have to prepare essays for the competition, and so just reading those out loud and being able to connect with someone that's judging you.
What's your favorite aspect of the club?
I like the challenge of having to prepare all that body of knowledge and then the growth an individual students experience over the course of the semester or the course of the year.
How do you feel about going to nationals?
It's pretty exciting. We're doing a lot of fundraising to try to make it as inexpensive as possible. And we'll get a tour around DC and see some things as well as compete at National We the People, so that should be fun.
What's the most nerve-wracking part of We the People?
Public speaking.
Next, to Sheridan High School's personal athletic trainer, Joanne Brewster, we take a look at what her job is here and just how much she helps out our athletes.
My favorite part is that I get to combine healthcare with sports and activities. I do love Friday Night Lights and football. Once it gets cold, I'm ready to be inside and be inside with basketball. I got my bachelor's degree from the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley, Colorado. When I was in high school, I was a student athletic trainer and I was pretty sure this is what I wanted to do. I went to Montana State and got my master's degree in health and human development. While I was at Montana State doing that, I worked with the volleyball program up there and traveled with them.
Now, you have the athletic training class, 6th period. What does that whole year-long class entail?
Well, historically, it's always been kind of just a gloss over of the athletic training profession and teaching and as far as taping and anatomy, injuries, all of that kind of goes into the profession. This year is the first year that we've made it concurrent enrollment with an injury care and prevention class that's taught out at Sheridan College.
What are those sharp things that poke out in the back?
Transverse processes.
The ones in the very back. Oh, the ones out to the lateral side are the transverse.
It's exciting when you can take a kid through from injury where his season is done through the rehabilitation process and get him back out on the field. So I love watching sports and I love the healthcare aspect and I love the fact that for the most part my patients are pretty excited about doing their physical therapy and doing what needs to be done to get healthy.
And a thank you to Joanne for being such an asset to our Sheridan High School community.
I agree completely.
Social media is such a big role in youth's lives. We here at the Stampede look at some of the pros and cons and how it's affecting us at Sheridan High School.
Social media abuse is becoming an increasing problem. Websites like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are being overused and used negatively. But the main problem is nothing is changing. To get more input, we asked several students and staff members to get their opinion.
It affects them emotionally and outside of the area that they're using it, carries it through their whole life.
It hurts a lot of people, Facebook arguments. They kind of just tear people down until they don't know what to do anymore.
It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
In recent years, teenagers and young adults resorted to hiding behind technology and social media to resolve issues or even to harass people. Here's a situation you don't see much anymore. Wyatt and Justin work together. Justin told their boss that Wyatt didn't clean up after their shift. Instead of texting or using social media to deal with this conflict, Wyatt confronts Justin face to face. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, why don't you get back here and tell me what you told our boss last night?
I didn't tell our boss anything.
That's bull, man. You're lying straight to my face.
No, I'm not. I didn't tell him anything.
What the hell? Just man up and tell me you did it.
Okay, well, I told him that because I really need the money right now.
You need the money? You don't think I need the money?
Well, yeah, but I need it too, man.
What makes you any different than me?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You're gonna go back to work today and you're gonna make things right.
Oh, okay.
Unless we start solving problems face to face, the problem of social media abuse is only going to get worse. So it's up to our generation to put down our phones, log off our computers, and start actually talking and interacting with each other. Oh, one sec. Let me take this.
We narrow it down a little and examine what is going on when we take our social media and bring it into the car. Here's some information on why it's so bad for you.
We all know texting and driving in Wyoming is illegal, but that doesn't stop some of our high school students from doing it. Do you text and drive?
No, I don't.
I plead the fifth. Yeah, I do. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
No.
No. Well, sometimes.
Not at all. Sometimes?
Sometimes. So I'm at like a stop sign or stoplight.
Sometimes.
Like when?
Almost like every day.
No. If I want to text someone, if it's urgent, I will pull over because texting and driving is like 10 times worse than drinking and driving.
Everybody texts and drive. If you're driving and you get a text message, chances are you're not going to pull over to answer the text message.
I would say I'm pretty good at it. Like, I've only gotten in probably like 6 or 7 wrecks.
Texting while driving is now the leading cause of deaths for teen drivers. Although there are more than 3,000 teen deaths each year, only 40% of teens under 18 admit to texting while driving. You may think you have control, but when handling your phone behind the wheel, your reaction time is doubled. The possibilities are endless. Let's see what happens when one of our fellow students texts while driving.
10 and 2, mirrors check, lights on. Eyes on the road. Let's drive safe, SHS. Try not to text and drive.
Don't be texting and driving because else you will be dying. The next thing that you know, in hospital bed, paralyzed waist down. That's what I said.
One of the overlooked activities that is supported in Sheridan High School and the community is a sport of the Great North, hockey. We take you to Jackson Hanafy in the field for the inside look.
Sheridan hockey is an often overlooked sport here at Sheridan High School. To gain a better perspective on the sport and those who play it, we talked with a few of the players, and we also visited the rink to see what their practices is like.
Who's your guys' favorite professional team?
Penguins.
Penguins. Players.
Nick Gill will hate me for this one, but Sidney Crosby.
Get it, Nick? Sidney Crosby. Yeah.
Who's your favorite professional team?
I like the Chicago Blackhawks because, I don't know, I just like them.
I like the Colorado Avalanche just because, you know, they're close. But
they're good.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite professional hockey team?
The Pittsburgh Penguins, and my favorite, because my favorite hockey player plays on their team.
Who's your favorite player?
Sidney Crosby.
Do you have anything to say to people who don't like Sidney Crosby?
Well, he's the best player in the NHL, so I don't see how you couldn't like him.
What positions are there in hockey?
Well, there's left wing, right wing, center, lefty, right D, and goalie.
What team do you guys hate the most?
Casper.
Casper. Worse than Gillette.
Their parents especially, and the players are prudes.
They're dirty.
Have you ever gotten into any fights?
I have, yeah. This girl was picking on her little small, like 8-year-olds. So I got in her face. I said, "You need to stop, pick on somebody your own size." And yeah, it just escalated from there.
She got thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
Can you fight in your league?
You can, but you'll get suspended for 2 games, and if you do it again, then you get suspended.
Depends on how bad it is, though. Like, if you throw one punch, you'll get put in the penalty box for a few minutes.
Who gets in the most fights on your team?
Logan.
Yeah, Logan gets in quite a few fights.
Have you ever been in a fight?
I haven't, but I have witnessed a couple.
Who would you say gets in the most fights on your team?
I'd say Cale Tisbert. He's fought a kid from Casper before, and that was pretty entertaining.
The hockey teams are past their halfway point in this season, and they are looking to prepare for state now. With the Bronx Stampede, I'm Jackson Hannafy.
It's the first ever installment of SHS Cribs. Today, Justin Smith takes us through his Hizzy Hizzle.
What's up? It's your boy Justin Smith here with SHS Cribs. We're gonna check out my house, you're gonna meet my dog, and you're gonna check out my whip. Let's go do that right now. So, you know how I keep it real. I keep it so real, I'm driving my 01 Ford Focus. I got the air fresheners in the window, because all I do, I keep it fresh. That's all I do. I got so many air fresheners, it's ridiculous. And then I'm sitting on these stock 18s. Stock 18s. I don't even know if that's real. Like, am I in a dream right now? In the 160 horse? Oh my God. I go like 0 to 60 in like 10.8. 10.8. I got the manual transmission, 5-speed. It's ridiculous. I got a brand new stereo deck in there. Like, is that even real right now? It just doesn't get any better than this. Now that you've seen my whip, let's go check out my house. Welcome to my crib. All right, now that we're inside my house, I want to introduce you guys to my dog, Wilson. He's my little miniature schnauzer. He's about 4 years old. Love this guy to death. Let's go check out my fridge. So this is also our dining room. And yeah, we eat food here. That happens. We got like a mini bar. I got some stools over there. And so my fridge, it's about, you know, well, it's a fridge. So it has food in it. Ensure shakes, normal stuff, bagels, whatever. A lot of sauces I like to dip. Here's the freezer. Cold mugs, I don't like ice. And popcorn. I don't know why we keep popcorn in the freezer. Sounds a little bit silly. Didn't even know they were in there. So, let's go check out my room. All right, guys, now that you've seen pretty much my whole house, let's go check out my room. So this is my living room. This is where I hang out a lot, you know, just do normal teenager stuff. Watch TV, play some video games, you know, nothing too major. We're about to get to my room, and I just want you guys to know, this is the best place in the world. This is where all the magic happens. This is where it gets done. This is where anything in your wildest dreams could come true. Let's go check it out. Let me turn on this light, and boom, it's magic. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. It's just the color coordination, and it's just so mellow in here. I could just fall asleep right now. You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I am gonna fall asleep. So, get out of my house. Yeah, that's about right.
Reporting for the Bronx Stampede, I'm James Neal.
And I'm River Heidi.
And remember, all right, perfect.
Bye.